did those feet in ancient time walk upon England's mountains green? And was the holy Lamb of God on England's pleasant pastures seen? And did the countenance divine shine forth upon our clouded hills? And was Jerusalem builded here among those dark satanic mills?
Lovely day.
Yes, absolutely.
A perfect English summer's day. I always think it's quite apt. A proper English institution having its proper English competition on a proper English summer's day.
Surely if it was a proper English summer's day, there'd be a rain shower at some point.
Is this your first competition?
Yes, it's so exciting. I mean, anyone could win. I've entered the Victoria Sponge category. I thought, how hard can it be? It's just a cake slapped together with some jam, isn't it?
So you've gone for the glory category. It's the toughest, most contested category by far.
I know that's what people say, but surely it's just a cake.
Just a cake?
Why do you say it like that? What can possibly go wrong with a simple sponge?
Let me talk you through your competition. You see that lady over there? Large bosoms.
Yes.
She always puts the jam in before the cake has cooled. It bleeds right into her sponge. And the next lady, her middle is always soggy. And the next lady, too much jam.
I didn't do any of those things. Who else is there?
Well, there's the Delia crowd, of course, all of whom will fail. Don't weigh their eggs, you see. And the Mary Berry's followers won't fare much better either. You see, contrary to popular belief, augurs do not make the best sponges.
I see.
And there is the packet mix. Rack marks, seedless jam, strawberry jam, and worst of all, icing sugar through a doily. You see, it's important to know your competition.
I did icing sugar through a doily.
To secure the ribbon, you have not only to be good, not excellent even, you have to be perfect.
Have you entered anything?
I too have entered the Victoria Sponge.
Oh, then we're in the same boat, surely.
Certainly, if you insist.
How many people enter, do you suppose?
Oh, dozens. But most of them are no competition at all. Most of them enter because they have once or twice baked a cake which their spouses have declared edible. This is not sufficient skill to secure the ribbon. You need dedication. It takes years of practice.
I entered because it sounded like fun.
There's nothing fun about it. What WI are you from? I haven't seen you before.
It's a newish one in the city.
Oh, I've heard about groups like that. You do still sing Jerusalem, don't you?
We don't. It'd upset the others.
The others?
The others in the wine bar.
The wine bar?
Yes.
Well, I bet you don't do cake making, jam baking, or knitting for charity.
We do sometimes. But we have more varied activities at our group. We have a younger set of women come along.
So what sort of things do you do?
All sorts. It's different each time. We've done book clubs, bricklaying, burlesque,
Burlesque? Bricklaying? Oh, it's an outrage. What is the WI coming to? The WI has been going a century. A century. Oh, and now it's going to come to a sticky and shameful end.
Excuse me, but you should keep opinions like that to yourself.
I speak it as I see it.
Well, you haven't seen it, have you? You've never been along to a group like ours, have you?
I don't need to.
Well, you should. Care to have a bet on whose cake is better?
A bet? Do you know who I am? I have been the winner of the Victoria Sponge ribbon for the past 7 years.
Then it should be a fairly safe bet, then.
Well, what are you suggesting?
If you win, you come along to our group and teach us all how to make the perfect Victoria Sponge.
And if you win?
You come along to our next meeting as my guest.
Well, that doesn't sound too painful. It's a deal. It would be most satisfying to come along and show you a thing or two about the pinnacle of the cake world.
It looks like they're starting the judging. There's several people hanging around with white coats and carrying clipboards.
They'll judge on appearance first. Then cut the cake. Judge on appearance again and then taste. The cakes are anonymous. And the judges are independent. It is only when all the judges have handed in their scores that the points will be collated.
They're looking at the one on the back, on the antique stand.
Don't worry about that one. Marks and Spencer.
How can you tell from here?
I know my competition.
Do you know which one mine is?
Well, how would I know that? The cakes are anonymous.
Looks like they've finished the judging. They'll soon be announcing the winner.
And the winner of this year's Victoria Sponge ribbon is Mrs. Croxall for the 8th year running.
You see, your sponge has to be perfect. Icing sugar through a doily indeed. So, about our agreement.
Sorry to interrupt, ladies and gentlemen, but there has been an error in the score additions. This means a change in winner. The runner-up is now our new winner, so apologies, Mrs. Croxall, and congratulations, Miss Betts.
Yes, about our agreement.
But how? I always win. And you know nothing about sponges.
Well, it's like you said, Mrs. Croxall. Always know your competition. And I whisked my flour once sieved. It makes the lightest sponge imaginable. You should try it.
I suppose that means I have to come along to your next evening. Well, it could be worse, I suppose.
Yes.
What are you doing that night?
Oh. A beginner's guide to pole dancing.
Nor shall my sword sleep in my hand till we We